Welcome back to the e-learning platform, English e-learning platform. Dear students, in the previous class, you have learned the continuation part, that is the second lesson, the Secret 7 part 2. Okay, so today or in this session, you are going to discuss or we are going to discuss the question answers and grammar part of this lesson. Okay, so all of you open the page number 16. In the page number 16, let us go start with the oral questions. Okay, there are two oral question answers. Okay, questions are there here. So the first one, describe Old Man Tolly's cottage and his horse. So here you have to describe how is Old Man Tolly's cottage and his horse. Okay, so here Old Man Tolly lived in a tumble down cottage. So he has a tumble down cottage and it had two rooms. Okay, and also he had one nice old horse, brown and white, with a lovely mane. So this is the answer for this first question. And the second question, how did the horse become lame? How did the horse become lame? So you have to explain how did the horse become or unable to walk. Okay, so the answer, one day the horse pulled a heavy cartload of stones down a big hill. Okay, the weight of the heavy cartload so made cart ran too quickly for the old horse and it ran into his back legs and lamed them. So this is the answer. Okay, so let us go to the next one, that is multiple choice questions. Multiple choice questions. So MCQs. Okay, so here there are three MCQs. Read the question carefully and choose the correct answer. Okay, the first one, who informed Jack about Old Man Tolly? So do you think who informed Jack about Old Man Tolly? So who informed to him? Do you know? A. Peter, B. Bob, C. Pam, D. Janet. So to whom or who informed him about Old Man Tolly? So the answer is Bob. Okay, Bob is a Jack's schoolmate. Correct now. So Bob informed Jack about Old Man Tolly. So the option B is the right answer. So take the right mark here. Okay, and let us go to the next one, that is second one, Old Man Tolly could not pay the dash bills. So whose bill did he not pay? Old Man Tolly could not pay the dash bills. Okay, A. Farmer's bill, B. Electricity, C. Vets, D. Grocers. So whom or whose bill did he not pay? So here Vets bill. So you can write here Vets. So option C is the right answer. So Old Man Tolly could not pay the Vets bill. Okay. So option C is the right answer. So next, third one. Boiled sweets were brought by. Boiled sweets were brought by A. Jack, B. Pam, C. Peter, and D. Both A and B. Both A and B means both A, Jack, and B. Pam. So who brought those boiled sweets? Do you know? It is there at the end of the story. Okay, and at the end of the lesson. Yes, the option D is correct. So both A and B, Jack and Pam, they brought boiled sweets. Okay, so take the right mark to the D one. Okay, let us go to the next main, that is read and answer. Read and answer. That is the read and answer. So here the first question, what reason did Jack give for wanting the meeting to be called that afternoon? So what is the reason? What is the main reason? So why did he call the meeting? Okay, so what is the reason? Do you know? So the reason is Jack wanted to call a meeting that afternoon on account of something Bob had told to Jack. Okay, Bob had been pretty worried and had told Jack something about Old Man Trolley. So that had prompted Jack to call the meeting quickly. So this is the answer for the first one. Okay, the second one. Who was Old Man Trolley? What information did Peter have about him? See, who was Old Man Trolley? Okay, and what information did Peter have about him? So this is the second question. So in the second question, Old Man Trolley was an old fellow. Okay, he was an old fellow of their village. Peter had the information that he was living in a tumble down house at the top of the hill. So this is the answer for second one. And the third one, what information did Bob add about him? So what information did Bob add about Old Man Trolley? So what information did he add? So Bob added that Old Man Trolley lived all alone except for an old horse and his dog. Trolley's cottage had 2 rooms. He lived in one and and in the other lived his horse. Okay, the horse had been lame and so the farmer blamed Trolley to pay them, or blamed Trolley for the accident. So the farmer refused to pay the vet's fees. Okay, to pay the vet's fees and told Trolley to pay them. So this is the answer for the third question. Okay, let us go to the fourth one. What plan of action did Peter have for Trolley and his horse? So here Peter decided that the secret seven would again meet the next day to sort out their ideas. So they could ask the vet to take some of the fees off and then they could help to pay the bills with their savings or earnings. Peter would ask his father if he had a place in his stable for the old horse. So this is the answer for the fourth one. Okay. Then the fifth one. You have got a very kind heart. Why does Pam say this? Do you think why does Pam say you have got a very kind heart? To whom does he say? So these words were said because Pam felt the pain and misery of Old Man Trolley and his horse and asked the secret servant to help them. Okay, so that's why the Pam said you have got a very kind heart to Bob. Okay, so these are the read and answer. Let us go to the next main, that is think and answer. Think and answer. In the first question, so can you read what is first question? Why could Trolley not pay the vet's bills? Do you think why could Trolley not pay the vet's bills? Here Old Man Trolley could not pay the vet's bills because his pension, his wages were very low. Okay, he was old, so he could only potter about and earn very less. That's why the Old Man Trolley, he could not pay the vet's bills. So this is the answer for the first one. Then the second one, why did Pam say that the first thing to do was to find somewhere to keep the old horse safely? So why did he say? So the answer is, Pam said that the first thing to do was find a place to keep the horse safely because he should not be left anywhere near the horrid farmer, as the farmer had already said that the horse was only fit to be shot. So that's why Pam said that the first thing to do was to find out or find somewhere to keep the old horse safely. So this is the answer for the fifth question. Okay, and So this is the applied corner. You have to tell on your own. Okay. The third one, your friend has not brought his or her lunch. Okay. So one of your friends has not brought his or her lunch. So will you share your lunch with him or her? Why? Why not? See, dear my dear students, in the school time, in the lunch time, one of your friends did not bring or has not bring lunch box. Okay. So what do you do at the time? You will share your lunch with him or her. Okay. So why will you share your lunch with him or her, or why not? So add the reason or add the answer for this question. Okay, this is the value based question. Okay, then let us go to the reference to context. So here there is a statement and there are 4 questions, so you have to be answered here. Okay, what is the statement? We have all got money boxes, and if we hadn't enough, we could jolly well earn some more. So this is the statement. So on this based statement, there are 4 questions, so you will be answered. Okay, so what is the first question here? A1, who said these words and to whom? So who said this above statement? Who said this? Do you know? Can you remember? So George. So one of the members of the Secret 7. Okay, so George said these words to all the members. Okay, so this is the answer for the first one. And on question B, why did the speaker talk about earning money? Why did the speaker talk about earning money? So why did he speak out? The answer, George talked about earning money to buy the horse from the farmer. Actually, the horse is belonging to the farmer. Okay, it is not Tolly's farmer. Okay, it is not a Tolly's farmer. Okay, then the C1 question. See, how did the listener or listeners react? So how was the react of the listeners? So they all are agreed. All are means here the Secret 7s. See, the 7 members of the Secret 7. So all are agreed to the George and ready to do their bit. So this is the answer for the C1. And the last question, what happens next? What happens next? So what happens next? So the meeting ended with a feast. Okay, they had delicious food. Okay, they had new buns and the fizzy ginger drink brought by Peter, and Jack and Palm brought boiled sweets and some chocolates and biscuits. Okay, so the meeting is ending with a feast. Okay, so this is the answer for the 4th question. Okay, let us go to the word quiz. Okay, identify the silent letter in the word huffle. What is that word? Huffle. Very bad. Okay, very bad. So awful. So which is the silent letter in this word? Can you say which word, which letter we cannot, right? We don't make a sound. Awful. So which? Awful. Is there? We pronounce it full. F-U-L. F-U-L. Full. Okay, we pronounce it. So the W is the silent letter here in this word. Okay, so tick the right mark to the C1. W is the silent letter. And let us go to the next question, that is the HOTS, higher order thinking skill question it is. So here, who is more helpful? Bob Smith, the Secret 7, or both? Give reasons. So who is more helpful here? So both are helpful. Bob Smith and the Secret 7, both are helpful. Why? The both of them, the Bob and Secret 7, want to help old man Tolly and his horse. Correct now? So this is the reason. This is the answer for the horse question. Okay. Let us go to the next main. That is grammar part. So dear student, open the page number 80. Grammar part. Here we are there. Grammar part. So what is this topic? Subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement. Okay, I think you might have learned in the previous class where you were in third standards. Okay, third grade. I think you might have heard. Okay, learned. So here. Okay, just a minute. So subject verb agreement. Let me explain here. You know that in the place of the subject, so every sentence has a subject, object and predicate. Okay, sentence has three parts. Sentence has a three parts: subject, predicate and object. Okay, so every sentence has a subject. Okay, so in the subject, in the place of the subject, if there is a noun, it may be a noun or pronoun. Okay, we use singular verb to the singular noun, plural verb to the plural noun. Did you helping verbs? We use plural noun or pronoun, singular helping verb. Okay, we use for or before singular noun or pronoun. Okay, for example, so am or was, it comes for the I was or I am. Okay, so here next you, we, they are there. So you, we, they, these are the plural pronoun we say. So for these pronouns we use were or are. We can say you are, we are, they are. Okay, so they are is a plural helping verb, correct? No, so they are, you are, we are. Okay, and we use the helping verb is and was to the singular noun or pronoun. For example, he, she, it, these are the third person singular. Okay, so before these words we use is or was. He is, she is, it is, or we can say, or we can use he was, she was, it was. Correct? No? So in the place of the subject, if there is a noun, singular noun, for example, Raja is a singular noun. Correct? No, it is a third person singular. So Raja, we can say is, Raja is or Raja was. Raja is drinking a cup of milk or Raja was drinking a cup of milk. Okay, a glass of milk or a cup of milk, both are we can say. Okay, or we can say they are playing or they were playing. Okay, or Manish and Rohan are good friends. Manish and Rohan are good friends. Or we can say Manish and Rohan were good friends. Okay, Manish and Rohan. Here there are two names are there. So we can consider as a plural. Okay, for the plural, if there is a in the place of the subject, if there is a plural noun, we can use it before it are or were. Okay, so here we can say subject verb plus agreement here. So read this sentence. There was a little boy who lived in an orphanage. The second statement, the two children were running fast. The two children were running fast. So dear students, the two children were running fast. So here the verb from can change depending on whether the subject is singular or plural. So as I told you before it. Okay, so the verb The verb means here helping verb is there, no, was and were, or is or are. So these helping verbs can change depending on the whether the subject is in singular or plural. Okay, so here single subject is there means we should use single helping verb, singular helping verb. In the place of the subject, if there is a plural subject, we should use plural helping verb. Have you understood? So here, for example, let us go to the next page, that is the page number 19. Here, tick the correct answer to fill in the blanks. Okay, get ready with the pencil, my dear students here. So Mr. Shah dash a very good host. Mrs. Shah dash a very good host. So here Mrs. Shah, it is the noun, it is in singular, correct? No, so what can be used here? A is or B are. So I told you, we use in the place of the subject, if there is a singular noun, we use the verb is, singular verb. So is we can use here. Mrs. Shah is a very good host. So this is the correct answer. So tick the right mark to the option A. Then second one, the food dash delicious. The food. So the food, it is in the singular noun. So it is in the singular form, correct? No? So we use was and were. So which one we can use here? Was is a better than were. Okay. So the food was delicious. Okay. So tick the right mark to the word was. And the third one, some of the fruits. Some of the fruits dash gone bad. Dash gone bad. See here, some of the fruits are there. So fruits means like bananas or apple. Okay, we can say fruits. Okay, some of the fruits. So this noun is in the plural form. So what can we use here? Have or has? We can use have. Okay, and has, it is used for the singular noun. Okay, noun or pronoun. Okay, have you can use here. So take the right mark to the word have. And the fourth one, he seems to have forgotten that there dash things to be done before the party. See, he seems to have forgotten that there dash things to be done before the party. So that there are, we can use it, things, there are things. Okay, so it is a plural noun. Okay, so here we should use are, are. Okay, he seems to have forgotten that there are things to be done before the party. Then the fifth one, some of the players dash gone away. Some of the players. So players, here the noun is in plural form. So which can we use here? Have or has? We use have. Okay, has, it is used before the singular noun or pronoun. Okay, so have. Some of the players have gone away. Okay, tick the right mark, the A option, that is have. Next, dear students, let us learn new words. So dear students, turn the page number 20. Let us learn new words. Fill in the crossword with the homophones of the words given as clues. So sorry my dear students, it is in the page number 19 itself. Okay, so fill in the crosswords with the homophones. So what is homophones? Do you know my dear students? So one of two or more words pronounced alike but different in meaning or derivation or spelling, we say homophones. Okay, so here thew is there, thew. So in this, what can we, which word can you guess, which homophones, a sound alike with along the with the word thew? Throw, THROUGH, throw. Okay, and the fourth one, stairs. You can fill here, stairs, S-T-A-R-E-S, stares. Okay. And sixth one, buy, B-U-Y, buy. S-T-A-I-R-S, stares. S-T-A-R-E-S, stares. See, the pronunciation is alike. Okay, but the different meanings are different and spellings also different are there here. Okay, sixth one, buy. Buy, what can be used here? By, buy. Okay, buy. And eighth one, meat. M-E-A-T, meat. Meat means flesh of dead animals or animals. Okay, so meat, what can be used? Homophones, meat, M-E-E-T, meat, M-E-E-T, meat. Okay, then pear. Okay, here P-A-R-E, pear or P-A-I-R, pear. Okay, then 10th one, there, T-H-E-I-R, there. So where is 10th one? What can be here? T-H-E-R-E, there. And two, T-O-two, T-W-O-two, T-W-O-two. And top to down, hair, H-A-R-E, hair. What can be filled here? H-A-I-R, hair. Okay. Then C, fourth one, S-W-E-C, S-E-A-C. Next, bear. Here B-E-E-R, bear. B-E-R-E, bear. Okay, B-A-R-E, bear. Next, heel. H-E-E-L, heel, 11th one. And H-E-E-L, heel. H-E-A-L, heel. H-E-E-L, heel. Okay. Then 13th one, four. F-O-U-R, four. So what can we fill here? 13th one, F. Where it is 14th one here? It is Z here. Where it is here. Four. Okay, F-O-O-R. Four. Okay, 14th one. Okay, sorry, my dear students. The 14th one, it is there here. It is 14th one. I think, sorry, 13th one. Okay, the root. Okay, root. T-H-E-R-E. Root we can say. And high. Third one. What can we say here? High. H-I-G-H. High. And scent. It will be S-E-N-T, scent. Okay. Then seventh one, fair. F-A-R-E, fair. Okay. Then 12th one, root. R-O-O-T, root. R-O-U-T-E, root is different. R-O-O-T, root is different. Okay. So filled it correctly, my dear students. And let us go to the next page, that is the page number 20. So learn to use the dictionary. So sometimes you can work out the meaning of a word just by reading a sentence. Sometimes you can't. Given below are some sentences for each of the words in bold. Okay. First write what you think it might mean. Okay. Then check with the dictionary. See here. The snake slithered into the bathroom through the drain. So here underline the word slithered is there. So what is meant by slithered? Do you know? Slithered means to move by sliding. To move by sliding your entire body. We say slithered. So instead of we can use slided. Okay, slided we can use. The snake slided into the bathroom through the drain. Okay. Then second one, Mr. Verma was not wearing his suit. He was dressed casually in jeans. So casually means here happening by chance. Okay, not planned or expected. We can say casually. Okay, instead of using casually, we can use informally. Mr. Verma was not wearing his suit. He was dressed informally in jeans. Okay. Then the third one, I don't know how to express my joy. So here the word express. Express means said or given in a clear way. Given in a clear way. So we can use the word say or communicate instead of the word express. I don't know how to say my joy, or I don't know how to communicate my joy. We can use like this. Okay, so this is the dictionary's words. And let us go to the last main, that is the writing skills, that is the rate. So let us create a story. Take the help of the pictures given below. You may use the clues given in the box. So there are 6 pictures. So each picture has some descriptions. Okay, you can use those description and complete build a story. So in the first one, what is it? 2 friends traveling through the forest suddenly chased by a bear. In the second picture, one hastily climbs tree, other cannot climb. In the third picture, other friend lies down and pretends to be dead. Bear smells him. In the fourth picture, look at this picture and read. Bear thinks man dead, goes away. And the fifth picture, friend on tree climbs down, asks friend who lies down what bear said to him. Okay. In the sixth one, friend replies, bear advised him, beware of friends who do not help friends in time of need. So look at these pictures and use these descriptions and build a story. Okay, so shall I tell? Let me narrate. Okay, see, once upon a time, there lived 2 boys. Okay, Ram and Sham. So both were good friends. One day they were walking through the forest. They heard a growl behind them. Ram turned his head and saw a bear. Okay. At a little distance behind them. Ram turned his head and saw a bear at a little distance behind them. Ram started shouting, bear, bear. Then a big brown bear, and climbed a nearby tree. So Sham did not know how to climb a tree. So who climbed a tree? Ram climbed a tree. Okay, but Sham did not know. He did not know how to climb a tree. But a great idea crossed his mind. Whose mind? Sham's mind. He lays down on the ground pretending to be dead. Okay, he acted as a dead person. Okay, then the bear smelled him from all sides. Sham did not even move out of fear. Okay, the bear thought that Sham was dead. So the bear went away to thick forest. Then Ram climbed down and asked Sham. Why did he ask? What did the bear whisper into your ear? What did the bear say to you here? Said into your ear? Then Sham replied, the bear advised me to stay away from the friends who don't help in need. So we can say friend is need to indeed. So the moral of this story. So this is the story. So I built a story by using these hints, by using these descriptions given in these boxes in the each pictures. Okay, so dear students, so this is the today's session. So today you have learned the question answers and grammar part of the second lesson, that is the Secret 7 part 2. So I hope you have understood very well, and in the next and in the after posting the video I will send key answers of this lesson. So what you do, you have to read and write those key answers, question and answers of this lesson in your notebook. Okay, so thank you my dear students, have a nice day.